Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is working as it should. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-OK. Helga says yes. Thank you, Helga. Carlos says yes. Howdy, Carlos. Thank you for being here, buddy. Okay, Bor says yes. Azu says yes. Trolley says yes. Kadeen says yes. Okay, great. Well, you can see me, you can hear me, so that is good news. All right, well, as you know, we always have a toast for good luck. We always start our class with a toast for good luck. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. I, of course, have my coffee, and we will have two toasts. Our first toast will be for the green team. For example, Carlos. You see Carlos, his name is in green. He supports me every month. He joined the channel. Let's give the green team a big thank you. Cheers. If you don't have a beverage, we can fist bump. Bump, cheers, bump, cheers. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our second toast, it's for you. Because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Very good. Okay, good. Well, here is today's lesson plan. And we are doing 4 activities today. 4 activities. We have an idiom, of course. I will write an idiom on the board. I will write the meaning of the idiom. I will give you an example sentence of the idiom, and then you will make your own sentences using the idiom. After that, we have form a sentence. I will write a pattern on the board. You will make sentences using the pattern. There is also a worksheet with pictures and example sentences. And of course, all the worksheets are on my Patreon. And then after that, we have a video dictation where you will listen and write down what I say word for word. And then after that, we have a worksheet, a page from my book. Which one is different? And the topic today is sports. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. So I hope you are ready to practice with me. And of course, in the chat, by practicing in the chat, you are doing 2 things. You are practicing English, of course, and you're helping others practice English, right? We learn by examples, and by participating in the chat, you will give people many example sentences so they can learn, so we can learn together. So please do that. Yes. And of course, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1 million subscribers. I'm close, but not there yet. I have over 900,000. So please, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please do it. And also, if you subscribe, you get into the chat. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our idiom today. Here is my pen. Here is the idiom written down on the paper here. And today's idiom is break loose. Break loose. Break loose, that means become free or escape. Become free. Escape. Okay, there we go. There is the idiom break loose. It means become free or escape. And here I will give you an example sentence. Whoops, whoops, whoops. We need an R. Okay, there is my example sentence. The prisoner broke loose from his chains. The prisoner broke loose from his chains. One more time. The prisoner broke loose from his chains. Okay, good. So that means to become free or escape, right? So the prisoner escaped. Okay, so now let's see your sentences. Please write sentences in the chat using break loose. Break loose. Hey, Michelle, hello. Okay. Boars. They want to break loose from the prison. Yes, they do. Good, good. Zara, hello Zara. How are you today? Okay, well, what we will do throughout today's class, if you can use this idiom, break loose, go ahead and do that. We are going to write many, many sentences. So if you can use this idiom, insert the idiom into your sentences, that's great. Making connections, right? Where you're making a connection with this and with our other activities, and that will help your learning. Oh, Carlos has a sentence. Good. Carlos says, I broke loose of the traffic this morning. I know how that is. You have some slow cars in front, which kind of slow up the traffic, kind of cause a bottleneck. And so you try to like break loose from those cars so you can escape the traffic. Good, Carlos. Okay, Azu has a sentence. I broke loose from my bad habits. Nice. Sometimes like smoking or drinking too much, right? So people can kind of be, what's the word? They are tied to their bad habits, right? Like a chain is tied to something. It could be, or, you have something tied to you. And so smoking, drinking too much, that can, tie you down. And so you want to break loose from those bad habits. Good, Azu. Helga has a sentence. The groom was so scared that he broke loose from his wedding, escaped. I gotta get out of here. Better now than later, right? If you don't feel 100% confident about that marriage, break loose. Better now than later. That's how it always works. Okay, Boris has a sentence. He should break loose from the bad guys trying to trick him to do something bad. Very good, Boris. See, we have lots of great examples for everyone to learn from, and you're helping yourself by making sentences. Kadeen has a sentence. Kadeen says, the dog managed to break loose from its leash and ran into the park. Yes, dogs are always trying to escape, become free, right? Go free, dog. Okay, Helga has another sentence. The cat saw an open door and broke loose. Yes, escaped. Okay, great job. Great sentences. I like this idiom. It's as you can see from the chat, interesting sentences, fun sentences. interesting sentences. So I always say, if you're interesting, it's you will have more friends. You will be the life of the party if you have something interesting to say. So please be interesting, and if you are interesting, you will have many friends. Yes, you will. Okay, good. Well, let's go to our form a sentence, shall we? So our next activity is form a sentence. I'll call this. Okay, so we've been making a regular activity out of this. So this is going to be number one. I'm going to start a new thing now. Usually I had form a sentence as number one, but we're going to have our idiom as one. So this is two, actually. Form a sentence. Okay, and actually we have a few patterns here. We're going to express surprise. So the topic, the theme is express surprise. So we want to express surprise. And we're going to do it in a few ways. We're going to use you're kidding, no kidding, you've got to be kidding. Okay, so those are our three ways we're going to express surprise. You're kidding. And I have a worksheet that has examples. So we will look at the worksheet and get ideas, so then you can make your own sentences. And each are a little different. Each has their own context, like when we use these expressions here. Okay, so we have you're kidding, no kidding, you've got to be kidding. Okay, so let's look at the worksheet. We will see how when we use these expressions and example sentences, then you will, of course, write your own sentences. So I'm going to put the worksheet on the screen, of course. Support me on Patreon and get all the worksheets we do here, right? So what you see here, you can get there, okay? So that would be great. Okay, here it is. There it is right there. Of course, I'm going to make it larger so we can see it. Yeah, I need to see it too, right? You need to see it and I need to see it. I can't see it yet. Oh, now I can start to see it. So I need it bigger. I need it full screen. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's look up on top and see how each of these expressions are used to express surprise. You are kidding, yeah? You are kidding. And we use that to express surprise, disbelief, or shock about something someone has said. So we could look at those two examples right there below. You are kidding. She finished the marathon in under 3 hours. I'll read that again. You are kidding. She finished the marathon in under 3 hours, right? So we are surprised. We are shocked she did it that fast. You are kidding. The restaurant gave us free dessert. Right, that's shocking. Wow, we got free dessert. That is amazing. I can't believe it. So I'm showing surprise. I'm showing disbelief. I'm showing shock. You are kidding. The restaurant gave us free dessert. Wow, that's a very kind restaurant, very generous restaurant. Okay, now our next expression, no kidding. No kidding. Here we use no kidding to emphasize that something is true. And it can be used to agree with someone or to show that something is obvious, right? No kidding. I know that. You know, everyone knows that. No kidding. So it's not, you're not using it in disbelief. You're using it as something obvious, something everybody should know. So here are two examples using no kidding. No kidding, it's been really hot this summer. No kidding, it's been really hot this summer. So everyone knows, right? We live here every day and it's been super, super hot. No kidding, it's been really hot this summer, right? We all know that. It's obvious. Okay, and our next one, no kidding, everyone knows that movie is a classic. No kidding, everyone knows that movie is a classic, right? So everyone knows Star Wars is a classic, you know, sci-fi movie. Maybe everyone has seen it, so it's obvious it's a classic. Okay, let's go up. We got one more expression. You've got to be kidding. Let's look at how we use that. Okay, here we go. You've got to be kidding. To express strong disbelief or surprise about something. So it shows strong disbelief, right? So you are kidding, that expresses disbelief, but you've got to be kidding. So that's even stronger than you are kidding, okay? So if something is even more surprising, even more shocking, go ahead and say, you've got to be kidding. And we got two examples here. Of course, with pictures, right? So the pictures give us context. It helps us understand the meaning, of course. Okay, so here we go. Our two examples. You've got to be kidding. They canceled the flight at the last minute. You've got to be kidding. They canceled the flight at the last minute, right? So the guy's stuck at the airport in disbelief, super shocked. At the last minute, they canceled his flight. And then we got our second example. You've got to be kidding. The team lost by just 1 point. You've got to be kidding. The team lost by just 1 point. All right, that is, I'm in disbelief that so close to winning. We were so close to winning. We lost by just 1 point. You've got to be kidding. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up the whiteboard here for a minute here. Okay, so let's make sentences using you're kidding, right? So you're in disbelief, you are surprised, you are shocked. No kidding. Of course, everyone knows that. It's obvious. No kidding. Star Wars is a classic movie, right? No kidding. It's been hot. No kidding. It's been hot this summer, right? Everyone knows. And then you've got to be kidding. So that's even stronger than you're kidding. So if you're even, you know, in more disbelief, if you are super shocked, if you cannot believe it, then go ahead and say, you've got to be kidding. Okay, so, yeah, I'll go ahead and write this. So, no kidding, something obvious. Okay, and then you're kidding, disbelief. And then you've got to be kidding. Stronger than you're kidding. Okay. Okay, so of course, it's time for you to write your sentences. So we can help each other, you can help yourself and help others, right, with your sentences. We all learn by example, and so the more sentences in the chat, the more examples we will have. Okay, let me look at the chat here. Let me find where we are. Okay, Azu. Oh, okay, so Azu, your sentence, I was expressed surprised when I heard something about. So don't explain it. Go ahead and just like what happened, right? So like, you're kidding. Your husband said that, right? You're kidding. Or yeah, you're kidding. Your husband said he was, you're kidding. Your husband said he didn't like your pasta. You're kidding. Your husband, you've got to be kidding. Your husband doesn't like your cooking. Something like that, right? So maybe you were shocked. You couldn't believe what you heard, or you couldn't believe what he said. Oh, okay, good, Carlos. So Carlos lives in Texas, Houston, and so Carlos says Americans use a lot of that. So Americans use this expression a lot. You're kidding. No way, right? In showing surprise, right? Good, Carlos. Thank you for saying that, because maybe some people don't understand how, you know, some expressions we use more than other expressions, right? Some phrases are used more than other phrases. And so Carlos is saying these phrases are used a lot by Americans. So it's good to know that. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, Katie, no kidding, he won the lottery. Obvious? Kidding, I wouldn't use no kidding for your sentence, because that doesn't happen often. It's pretty shocking when someone you know does win the lottery, right? So I would say for your sentence, Katie, I would use you've got to be kidding, right? Because that is like a strong disbelief. That is a strong way to show surprise, right? You've got to be kidding. He won the lottery. Or you've got to be kidding. You won the lottery. Oh, thank you, Boris. Okay, good, Katie. You're kidding. They're going to have triplets. So when when a woman is pregnant, she will have a baby. So future, right? And so she's got three in her belly. So she will have triplets. So you're kidding. She will have triplets. Okay, Helga says, no kidding, it is as hot as in July now. Okay, Azu, no kidding, American athletes were the best in the Olympics, right? So no kidding, the American athletes were the best in the Olympics. Helga, no kidding. It was the best ice cream I have ever eaten. I like it, Helga. Okay, Boars, we want to use, you've got to be kidding. We want to use, remember, so you've got to be kidding is stronger than you're kidding, right? So that would be too much money. I don't have $100,000 and I would never spend that on a shirt. This is actually a Costco shirt, very inexpensive. So Boris sentence. You're kidding. Mark bought this Aloha shirt for $100,000. You've got to be kidding. Yes, I'm kidding. It's a joke. Okay, Carlos, good. So what Carlos did, he is using it in a real life situation, right? So for example, we had lottery, we had, you know, Aloha shirt and things. So we're kind of playing with the phrases, right? That's great, right? We're playing with the English. That's the best way to learn, right? Having fun, using English in interesting ways, right? But here, Carlos used his sentence is like a real life situation, right? Carlos is a carpenter, and so he's using it in his daily life. And so Carlos's sentence, the guys didn't finish the job yesterday. You are kidding, right? So he's showing surprise that they didn't finish the job yesterday. So maybe he's going to be angry because they should have finished. Okay, good, Katie. You're kidding. She will have triplets. Good, good, good. Okay, good job. Well, I'm looking at the clock and we have great sentences, and you can keep writing your sentences, but let's go to our next activity, shall we? Oh, Carlo, no, that's Boris. Boris, great job. But I'm going to read Boris's sentence right now because he used both activity one and two together. So he made a connection here. So here is Boris's sentence. You've got to be kidding. The prisoners broke loose from the cells. Who is responsible for that? So that's great, Boris. So Boris used the idiom with our pattern and made a connection between the two. When you make connections, that means you will have a deeper memory. You will have a better chance of not forgetting, right? So it's easy to forget, difficult to remember. So by connecting, you will have a better chance of remembering. And that's everything, right? The whole thing is we want to remember. So if you remember, then you can use it, right? And that's ultimately what we want, is to be able to use English, right? Okay. Yeah, Carlos, thank you for, that's great, supporting each other. So Carlos said, great sentence, Boris. So supporting each other, we are supporting each other by giving examples to each other and giving praise to each other. So great job. Okay, let's go to our next activity now. That is video dictation. Video dictation. So that's 3. Here you will need a pencil and paper. And we have 4 steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. Step 1, dictation. That is listening and writing. After that, we have shadowing. That is listening and speaking. After that, we will check the sentences, see if you got them correct. Because step 1 and step 2, you will not see the sentences. Step 1, you will be listening and writing without seeing anything. Then shadowing, you will see the picture but not the sentence. So you will see the picture and then say the sentence with me at the same time. And then step 3, you will see the picture and see the sentences, and you will check to see if you wrote those sentences correctly, right? So step 1, you are listening and writing, and then step 3, you will check your sentences. And then we'll have a quiz, and we do the quiz to see if you remembered the sentences, right? So like I said, it's easy to forget, difficult to remember. So that's what we want to do. We want to remember the sentences. Okay, so you need a pencil and paper for our video dictation. Okay, so you got your pencil, you got your paper. Okay, and I will put the video on the board. Our topic is a good deal. So the sentences use the phrase a good deal. And that means like a bargain, a good deal. And that's a bargain. Okay, and each sentence has a good deal, a good deal. That means a bargain. Okay, Carlos is ready. Carlos has his pencil, has his paper. Sounds like a good deal. Yeah, good, Carlos. Okay, let's pop up the video. There it is. Oh, let me bring it back a bit. Okay, so a good deal, something valuable or beneficial, especially in terms of cost or agreement. Okay, so agreement, we made a good deal, right? So I sold my car, you bought my car, and so we both have an agreement. I will give you my car and you will give me money. That's our agreement. Our agreement is I will give you my car and you give me some money. That is the deal. And it was a good deal. I'm happy and you are happy. So it was a win-win situation. So you might hear that phrase, win-win situation. I'm happy because I got the money I wanted. And you are happy because you got the car you wanted. So we had a win-win situation. It was a good deal for you. It was a good deal for me. And then you go shopping and there might be a sale. And so you got a good deal on your dress. You got a good deal on your shirt. Okay, let's do it, shall we? And I'm going to read 8 sentences 2 times. So each sentence I will read 8 times. You will, no. Each sentence I will read 2 times. There are 8 sentences. Each sentence I will read twice. I will not see the chat because I will be reading the sentences. So sorry about that. So I'm going to pull up the sentences. I see them, but you cannot because it's the activities for you to practice. If you see the sentences, there's no point in it. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's count down. You have your pencil, you have your paper. I will read each sentence twice. Here we go. Dictation. Okay, 1. I got a good deal on this phone during the sale. I got a good deal on this phone during the sale. 2. That store often has good deals on groceries. That store often has good deals on groceries. 3. This car was a good deal for the price I paid. This car was a good deal for the price I paid. 4. She found a good deal on her flight tickets. She found a good deal on her flight tickets. He negotiated a good deal on the contract. He negotiated a good deal on the contract. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. Seven, buying in bulk can be a good deal if you use everything. Buying in bulk can be a good deal if you use everything. Okay, last sentence. We got a good deal on our hotel room. We got a good deal on our hotel room. We got a good deal on our hotel room. Okay, I know they're long sentences. If you didn't get them all, if you didn't get every word, that's okay. Just write. I hope you wrote down what you could. So don't worry if you couldn't write down the whole sentence in the time I gave you. The important thing is you did your best. Okay, so these were long sentences. So, okay, so that was dictation. You did it. Let's check it off. So remember, we're going to check the sentences. So no stress. Don't worry. You will see the sentences in the video in the third part. Now it's shadowing time. So let's say the sentences together. You will see the picture, but not the sentence, right? So you are saying the sentence with me at the same time. We will say each sentence 3 times. Okay, here we go. Let's say the sentence. I got a good deal on this phone during the sale. I got a good deal on this phone during the sale. I got a good deal on this phone during the sale. Okay, 2. That store often has good deals on groceries. That store often has good deals on groceries. That store often has good deals on groceries. Okay, 3. This car was a good deal for the price I paid. This car was a good deal for the price I paid. This car was a good deal for the price I paid. Four. She found a good deal on her flight tickets. She found a good deal on her flight tickets. She found a good deal on her flight tickets. He negotiated a good deal on the contract. He negotiated a good deal on the contract. He negotiated a good deal on the contract. 6. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. Buying in bulk can be a good deal if you use everything. Buying in bulk can be a good deal if you use everything. Buying in bulk can be a good deal if you use everything. Okay, 8, last one. We got a good deal on our hotel room. We got a good deal on our hotel room. We got a good deal on our I want to say home. Hotel room. One more time. We got a good deal on our hotel room. Okay, good. Okay, so that was shadowing. So we said the sentences together. Yes, we did. Now, let's check the sentences. They were long sentences, so no stress if you didn't get them all. Now, I can now see the chat. We're going to look at the sentences, and you're going to check your sentences, see if you got them correct. They were long, so let's see how you did. If you got the sentence right, shoot some hearts, right? So in the chat, maybe you can do the heart mode there. So I'm shooting some hearts. So if you got it correct, go ahead, shoot some hearts to show that you got the sentence correct. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, I see hearts already. Okay, here we go. Here's our first sentence. And there it is. It's a long one, but oh well, that's the way it is. Okay, and the sentence. I got a good deal on this phone during the sale. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. It's a long one. Oh, Carlos, good job. Carlos got one, and I see some hearts. Good, good, good. All right. The words themselves are not difficult, right? So each word is not difficult, right? I got a good deal on this phone during the sale. Okay, so each word individually is not difficult, but there are 11 words in the sentence. So you're just listening and writing. So that's the difficulty, right? That's the difficulty. Okay, good, Azu. Hey, Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Mwah. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Okay, here is number 2. That store often has good deals on groceries. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Oh, I see a heart. Carlos, 2 for 2, buddy. Nice. 2 correct. 2 sent. Wow, what is happening? That's for you, Carlos. That is for you, buddy. I don't know what that was. Okay, happy faces too. So either hearts, happy faces, anything is fine. Okay, let's go to 3. Yeah, Boris. Azu, 2. 2 out of 2, great. Here's 3. Okay, sentence number 3. This car was a good deal for the price I paid. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. There's the sentence. How did you do? Hearts. Happy to see the hearts. Carlos, 3 for 3. Trolley, 3 for 3. Okay, you guys. Okay, I was worried that these sentences were too long, but not to worry. Okay, good. Hannah, how are you today? Okay, Azu, nice. Oh, Carlos. Well, number 7, we're not there yet. Carlos, we are not there yet. Okay, let's go to number 4. Okay, sentence 4. She found a good deal on her flight tickets. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Shoot some hearts. How did you do? Did you get it? Did you get all the words? Did you get all the words in the correct order? Carlos, 4 for 4. Good job, buddy. I see hearts in the chat. That's great. That's positive. That's positive energy. We want positive energy. Positive energy. I am sending positive energy through the internet. I am sending positive energy through the internet. Yes, one more time. Let's all do it together. Let's send positive energy to each other. Positive energy. Positive energy. Positive energy. Okay, good. Oh, we had a good rest. We had a good rest. Is that Peter? Okay, here is 5. Hannah had a great trip to LA. I had a great trip to LA, of course. Susan, hello Susan. Okay, here is 5. He negotiated a good deal on the contract. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Negotiate, that means to both people are agreeing, right? So usually this is for business, right? So maybe you're looking for a new job, a company wants to hire you, so you have to agree on pay, right? How much they will pay you, maybe what kind of insurance you will receive, right? Are you going to get dental insurance? Are you going to get what kind of health insurance, right? And so maybe you negotiate, you want a certain kind of office, right? So what do you want the company to do for you? And so then the company says, we will give you this much, we will provide this kind of insurance, we will give you this kind of office, maybe we'll give you a car, so or they'll pay for your transportation, whatever it is. So you negotiate, you work on an agreement and the contract. So you agree, the company agrees, and then you sign a contract, and that contract says that you must do this, you must do ABC, the company must do ABC, and so you negotiate a contract, and so he negotiated a good deal on the contract, right? So again, a win-win situation. He is happy and the company is happy, so it's a win-win situation. Okay, Carlos got it, number 5, good job. Okay, Carlos, we'll find out that sentence soon. Yeah, good. Thank you, Boris. Okay, great. Okay, here we go. Let's do the second. Yeah. So Henna, negotiate. Both people are agreeing on something, right? So they're having a discussion. They're negotiating. They're working out an agreement between the company and the employee. Yeah, so they are working out, they are negotiating, they're talking, they are agreeing. Okay, better luck. It's okay, Trolley. Okay, here we go. Number 6. Okay, it's a long sentence. Here we go. Number 6. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. So fancy means elegant, maybe beautiful, expensive, right? So it's a fancy restaurant. The interior is beautiful. The staff, they are professional. And the menu has expensive, the menu is expensive, right? And they serve expensive food. Okay, Trolley. Okay, good. Carlos, 6 for 6. Okay, good job. Shoot some hearts. Yeah, if you got it right, shoot some hearts. Azu, nice. Azu got this all correct, 100%. Okay, here's number 7 coming up. Boris, I'm turning red. I'm very shy, Boris. I'm bashful. You're making me blush. You're making my face turn red, Boris. Good, Susan. Yeah, so negotiate. Both, you might say both parties agree, right? So a party, right? Like not a party where people are drinking and dancing, having fun. Not a social party, but 2 groups, a group of people. So the company is a party, and the person who wants the job, they are a party. So both parties agree, they negotiated, and they agree. Ah, Boris, I see. Deal meal. Yeah, okay. They got a deal on the meal as the seal. I'm trying to make like a meal, deal, seal, kneel. Okay, so here we go. Here's my poetry here, Boris. The meal was a good deal because the seal was kneeling by the peel. The orange peel was on the meal, which was a good deal for the seal and the I don't know. Let's go. Number 7. Here we go. This is a difficult one. Okay, here we go. This is a tough one here. Number 7, buying in bulk can be a good deal if you use everything. One more time. Buying in bulk can be a good deal if you use everything. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Oh, Azu, McDonald's has a good deal for kids' meal. Nice. Azu, you're the poet. Carlos, 2 tacos for $1. It's a good deal. Okay, good. Yeah, Susan. Okay, good, Azu. Nice. Oh, you got 60%. Okay. 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 Let's talk. Okay. So bulk means a large quantity, right? So maybe a normal, like maybe a famous warehouse, right? So it's like a warehouse. A warehouse store would be Costco. And so when you go to Costco, everything is in bulk. You can't buy one thing. Everything comes in cases or large size. So you can't just buy, if you go to a normal supermarket and you want a bag of potato chips, right? So maybe the normal size is like this. But you go to Costco, like a warehouse store where everything's in bulk, maybe the bag is this big, right? So it's oversized. It's very, very large. And so ultimately it's cheaper, right? I mean, you know, if you go to a regular supermarket, maybe this bag is $1, right? But Costco, maybe it's $3, but you're getting like if you bought 4 little bags, let's say 4 little bags for $1, that's $4. But you buy this size for $3, and it's even more than 4 bags of potato chips at the normal size. So it's cheaper, but you need to use it all, right? So if you don't use it all, then you're not really saving money. So maybe you buy some soap, right? To when you take a shower, you use soap. And when you go to Costco, you can't buy 1 bar of soap. You have to buy like 10 bars of soap. So it's a good deal if you use them all, right? So bulk means like a big size or many. So cases or large size. Okay. Carlos has a pronunciation question. Bulk and book. So they're different sounds. So Carlos, bulk. Buy in bulk. Buy in bulk. 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 And then book. 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 Look, right? So if we use other words that has the same sound, like book, look, took, let me think of, it's hard for me on the spot. So we have book, we have look, we have took, we have nook. Okay, so book, look, nook, took. And then bulk would be more like, okay, other words that sound like bulk. Bulk, I can't think right now. You have to do it. Just Google words that sound like bulk, and then you can see the different words that have the same sound. So bulk, right, means large size or many. Buy in bulk. So that's usually how we use bulk. You have to buy. So Costco sells things in bulk. Costco sells things in bulk. Maybe Carlos, you're in Texas, so maybe you have a Sam's Club. Sam's Club sells in bulk. Costco sells in bulk. I don't know about others. Warehouse stores sell in bulk. 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 Oh, good. Cook, yeah. Book, cook, look, took. Good, Helga. Yeah, huge packs, Azu, at these warehouse stores. Yep. Okay, yeah, Susan, cook, book, look, took. Okay, Sam's Club. And Sam's Club is a warehouse store. So I think we have, those are the two big ones, Costco and Sam's Club. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go to our last one here. Okay, here we go. Last one. Here is the sentence. We got a good deal on our hotel room. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. If you are 8 of 8, give yourself many, many hearts. Give yourselves happy faces. Give yourselves confetti. Give yourselves 100%, right? If you got them all 100%. Shoot some hearts, shoot some happy faces, shoot some confetti. And of course, 100%. Nice, Azu. Good job. Okay, Peter, maybe I would get a good deal if I had my own shop, of course. Okay, good. Well, that was the check your sentence part. We got one more part. It's a quiz. Now, the quiz, we have 8 sentences, right? We have 8 sentences, but in the quiz there will be 4 sentences. You will see the picture and then write the sentence in the chat. Write the sentence in the chat. We are checking to see if you remember the sentences, right? It's easy to forget, difficult to remember. Let's do the quiz. So here you are writing in the chat. You will be making the sentences in the chat. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do the quiz. Okay, here we go. There's the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. There's the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. I need to blow my nose, so I'm going to turn off my mic and walk over to my desk. So please write the sentence in the chat. Okay. Okay, I see some sentences in the chat. Here we go. Boars. That store often has good deals on groceries. Good. Okay, Trolley. Katie. Azu. Helga. Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Nice. 8 for 8. Carlos is on the board. Okay, let's check. Okay, there it is. Great job. That store often has good deals on groceries. Okay, yeah. So Susan, we got a good deal on our rental house. So we want to say rental. Put an A-L at the end. Rental house. Hey, Mrs. Lucy. Good to see Mrs. Lucy in the house. Mwah. Long time no see. Okay, good job. Okay, let's go to number 2. Remember, we have 4. 4 for the quiz. Okay, there we go. There's the picture. Write the sentence. Hello, Mrs. Lucy. Okay, there is the picture. Write the sentence. Do you remember the sentence? This is the quiz. Okay, boards is on the board. Trolley is on the board. Okay, we got Azu, we got Helga, we got Carlos. Okay, Kadeen. Okay, here we go. Let's check. Okay, there we go. She found a good deal on her flight tickets. Good job. Nice. Okay, here we go. Our third. We got 4, so we got 2 more. Bag of vegetables, Susan. A bag, a grocery bag. Okay, there we go. There's the picture. Write the sentence. Do you remember the sentence? There is the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. This is the quiz. Do you remember the sentence? Boards is on the board. Okay, good, Susan. Okay, Katie's on the board. Helga, Azu, Carlos, okay, let's check. All right, there is the sentence. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. That's a good deal for a meal at a fancy restaurant. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, we got one more. Here we go for our quiz. We have one more. There it is. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Hey, Sumayet is in the house. How are you today, Sumayet? Okay, boards is on the board. Helga's on the board. Carlos is on the board. Okay, Azu's on the board. Sylvia's on the board. All right, Trolley. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out. Mrs. Lucy's on the board. And the sentence is, there it is, right there. We got a good deal on our hotel room. We got a good deal on our hotel room. Yes, good job, everybody. That was the quiz. You saw the picture and remembered the sentence. Yes, that's the important thing. The picture gives you the context, right? And then you recall the sentence from the picture, right? Much like real life, where you walk into a supermarket, you see everything around you, and then your brain starts working. Okay, yes, I know what I'm going to say in a supermarket. I know questions I will have in a supermarket, right? And so the context helps you form meaning, right? Helps you make your sentences. And so just like this, you see the picture. Okay, now I remembered the sentence. Okay, good job. That's the quiz. That is the video dictation. We like this activity, don't we? We like it. It's a good activity for you to practice your English. Yes, it is. Okay, that was video dictation. Good job, everyone. We had 4 steps. You did it. Okay, we have our last activity. That is from my book, Which One is Different? Today we are doing page 28. I'm going to write it on the board. This is number 4. Which one is different? And our topic is sports. Okay, so you will see a worksheet, actually the page from the book. It's on this. If you buy the book, Amazon.com, I have 4 books. You get the whole book, right? Support me on Patreon, and that page is there, right? So each time we do this, each page we do, I upload it to my Patreon page where the members can see it, use it, practice. But you can just buy it at Amazon.com, get everything, right? So today is page 28. And there we go, sports. And, oh, Sylvia, my vacation was great. I went to Los Angeles. I saw my family. I saw my friends. And the weather in Los Angeles is beautiful. It's by the beach, so it's very cool there. Well, not very cool, but here I'm back in Japan. It's very hot and humid here in Japan. It's killer weather. Killer weather. We could use killer for good and for bad, right? So actually, before we do this, so real quick, an expression, killer. So it could be like good thing. Oh, that was a killer concert. Oh, that was a killer meal, right? So it was like very, very good. Where killer can also be very, very bad. Like, oh, I'm going to die. And so we're having killer weather in a bad way. In a bad way. It's very hot. It's very humid. You go outside and you start sweating. It's extreme. It's extreme weather. But in Los Angeles, by the beach, it's killer weather. It's like in the 20s, or Fahrenheit, like Carlos would say, maybe 76 degrees. And so it's just perfect. You get the ocean breeze, and very, very comfortable. No air conditioning. So when I was in Los Angeles, there was no air conditioning. People don't have it really. But here in Japan, you can't live without air conditioning. I got it going, of course. If I didn't have air conditioning, I'd just be sweating. It'd be a sauna here. So I had a killer vacation. I had a killer time. Killer time, killer weather, killer food, right? Lots of Mexican. I love Mexican food. Had lots of Mexican food. Lots of great hamburgers, and so I ate my favorite meals and had a great time. So thank you for asking. Okay, let's get back to which one is different and what's going to happen. You will see 4 kinds of sports or equipment, things that have to do with sports, and then you will choose which one is different from the other 3. So for example, red, blue, bicycle, pink, One more time. Red, blue, bicycle, pink. Which one is different? Yes, bicycle is different because it is transportation. A bicycle is different because it can go fast. A bicycle is different because I have one. A bicycle is different because I take one to work. A bicycle is different because you can sit on it. Okay, so like that. So I will show you the worksheet. You will make sentences using the pattern I think is different because. And so what you're doing is you are expressing your ideas in English. You are expressing your thoughts in English. And you have to use your imagination. You have to use critical thinking skills, right? You have to use your ideas, your imagination, right? And so this is pure, you are using, it's all you. There's no wrong answer, right? It's not math. 1 + 1 is 2. You can't say 1 + 1 is 3. That's wrong, boop. Or 1 + 1 is 1. No, 1 + 1 is 2. That's only one answer. But this activity, there's no wrong answer. It's your idea. It's your imagination. It's what you think. The difficulty is going to express that in English. But that is communication, right? Communication is expressing, saying, telling others your ideas, right? Okay, let's have a look. And there it is. Okay, let's make it full screen so we can see. Okay, so we have, here's our first group. And our first group, the 4 activities here: water polo, water skiing, kayaking, sailing. Which one is different? Water polo, water skiing, kayaking, sailing. Which one is different and why, right? Because. So you have to express your idea. There's no wrong answer, so you don't have to worry about that. Like, oh, I'm wrong. No, you are not wrong. It's your idea. It's your feeling. It's your imagination. It's what you think. Okay, Helga has a sentence. Here we go. Helga says, I think sailing is different because there is a boat. Good. Yeah, Susan, Mexican food is the best. It's my favorite cuisine. Mexican is my favorite cuisine. And we're lucky in Los Angeles. We have great Mexican food in Los Angeles. Carlos, water polo is different because they use a ball. Good, good. Azu, kayaking. Okay, Azu, one more time. I don't understand your sentence, so one more time, please. Haha, Charlie, water skiing because it is amazing. Good, good. Helga, I think water polo is different because they play with a ball. They play with a ball. Boars, I think water polo is different because it's kind of sport played in group, but the others can play individual. Okay, so we can make it simpler. We can make your sentence simpler, Boris. I think water polo is different because it's a team sport. Team sport. Good. Oh, Sumayet. I think sailing because... Okay, so Sumayet, why do you think sailing is different? So please tell us why you think sailing is different. So you want to say, I think sailing is different because, and then might say, oh, I think sailing is different because you can go fast, maybe? Yeah, I like spicy food too, Susan. But Mexican's not always spicy. I put salsa and hot sauce, but you know, there's rice and beans. You don't put, those aren't spicy. And then there, you know, tostadas and enchiladas and tamales and burritos and tacos. So lots of, and they use different kinds of meats, right? All the meats. My favorite is carnitas, which is pork. So I like carnitas tacos. I like ground beef tacos. And then enchiladas, I like cheese enchiladas. They have a nice red sauce with melted cheese. It's very good. Okay, trolley, see you later. Okay, Kadeen, I think sailing because it depends on the wind. Yeah, no wind, you don't go, right? So the sailing needs wind for sure. No wind, no go. Okay, Azu, water polo, water skiing and kayaking is a sport, but sailing is not. Okay, so I think sailing because it is not a game. Good, good, good. Yeah, Carlos, carnitas is yummy, yummy. Okay, oh, Peter, yesterday I listened to a killer song. Perfect. Good use of killer. Okay, let's look at the other group here. So group 2, we have cleats, a goal, a uniform, a basketball, or a baseball, sorry, not basketball, baseball, a baseball. Okay, one more time. I can make it full screen here. There we go. I can make it perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, it all fits. Okay, so our second group, we have cleats, a goal, a uniform, a baseball. Which one is different? Boars. I think sailing is different because it takes a lot of effort to do. Yeah, and train knowledge, right? You have to learn to, like, it takes lots of knowledge, lots of things to know, lots of things to understand when you are sailing. Because the ocean, there's no roads. When you drive a car, you follow the road, right? And there are signs. But on the sea, no signs, no roads. So you have to navigate. So it's very, sailing is difficult. It's not easy. Carlos, I think kayaking is different because it uses oars. Very good. Those are the paddles. We call those oars. Susan, I think water polo because this is a team sport. Perfect. Okay, Azu, here we go. Group 2, Azu says, a baseball is different because it's not being to a football game. Ah, okay, yeah, soccer game. So, yeah, okay. I'm American, so football is a different sport, but yeah, so I know in America we say soccer. So in soccer, the players use cleats, there's a goal, and there's a uniform, but they don't use a baseball. 100% agree with you, Susan. Tacos are the best. I love tacos. My favorite Mexican food is tacos. Carlos, I think a baseball is different because it's the best sport in the world. Go Astros. Go Dodgers. I'm a Dodger fan. Okay, we're going to do 2 more minutes. I'm going to put on the timer, and then we have a quiz in the chat. So on top of the chat, there's a white box and it's a quiz. You choose the best word. If you haven't done it, please do it. So let's do 2 minutes. 2 more minutes to write your sentences. Timer is moving. It's counting down now. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, Helga, I think a goal is different because a ball goes to it. Yeah, nice. Or in it, Helga. So when a ball enters the goal, then there's a point. The team gets a point. So either like they have a goal in soccer, they have a goal in ice hockey. Those are nets. So those are the two. Oh, field hockey has a net goal. Lacrosse has a net goal. Yeah, Helga, into it. Okay, 1 more minute to write your sentence. And then we will do the quiz in the chat. On top of the chat, choose the best word. And please, of course, you need to subscribe to enter the chat. But if you're watching this, please, and you're not subscribed, please help me reach 1 million subscribers this year. It's going to be hard. I've gotten over 900,000. So that would be really, that would be wonderful. So please help me and subscribe. Okay, Kadeen has a sentence. I think a baseball because it's smaller than others in the group. Good. Yeah, it's the smallest in the group. Good, Kadeen, I like it. Okay, that is 2 minutes. So let's go to our quiz now. Okay, and so this sheet is on my Patreon right there. Support me there so I can support you here. And of course, my book. Which one is different? This is page 28. You can see the page number at the bottom there. And there's a link for this below, in the descriptions below, and this is the book. Yeah, and so lots of vocabulary. You have to make sentences using your imagination, and that is real communication. So this activity is real communication. So, okay. Thank you, Carlos. Carlos says, subscribe. Helga, I think cleats are different because they are being worn for not slide while running. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, I understand your sentence, Helga. I think cleats are different because they are worn not to slide when running. Yeah, or falling, right? So if you're running and maybe normal shoes like sneakers, easily to slip and fall. But cleats keep you from falling, keeps you from sliding, keeps you from falling down. Susan, I think a baseball because it's a different kind of sport. Good, good. So there are no wrong answers. It's your imagination. You are communicating your ideas in English, right? That's what we are doing here. Okay, great job. Let's do our quiz now. Let's check it out. So in the chat, on top of the chat, there is a white box. Let's check it out, shall we? I'm going to open it up. Okay, we have a quiz. Are you ready for the quiz? Okay, here we go. The sentence is, she at the joke. She at the joke. Choose the best word. Is it laughing? Is it laughs? Is it laughed? Is it laugh? Does the sentence go like this? She laughing at the joke. She laughs at the joke. She laughed at the joke. She laughed at the joke. Choose the best word. Good luck. All right. All right, I'm looking at the chat. Let's see your sentence. Yeah, good help, Helga. They keep you from sliding. Perfect. Okay, Helga. She laughed at the joke. Oh. Thank you, Carlos. So we have a premiere video Friday. I've been on vacation, so I haven't been there, but tonight I will be there. So tonight, 10 p.m. Japan time. So remember, I live in Japan. So 10 p.m. Japan time, we will have a premiere video. That is a video with a collection of 5 videos. So one long video that has, it's like 30 minutes long. It has 5 videos. We will watch the videos together. We will chat together. We will make sentences together using the patterns in the video. So tonight, 10 p.m. So I'll write premiere video. Friday. I live in Japan. 10 p.m. So you need it, right? So right now it is almost 12. So in 10 hours. So in 10 hours, please come back to my channel for the premiere video tonight, 10 p.m. So that's in 10 hours. We will make sentences together in the chat. So please come back in 10 hours. Return here in 10 hours. And we will chat. It's not live streaming. It is a chat, live chat. So real-time chatting, making sentences together. Okay, so for the quiz, and the answer is laughed. Now, she laughs at the joke. So it's a joke. So laughs at jokes, maybe, more than one, but here at the joke, so that's one. So we want to use that in the past tense. So she laughed at the joke. You can say she laughs at jokes, meaning every joke she laughs. But here, the joke, so that's one. And so the thinking is it already happened, right? She laughed. How do we know she laughed? Because it's already, so you hear a joke and then you laugh, right? So in this situation, it has to be past tense. So if you want to say laughs, it has to be repeated action. It has to be a repeated action. So maybe every day you go to work and some people tell jokes at work, right? Hey, did you hear about this joke? And so, or you go to your office and somebody likes telling jokes. And so you could say, oh, she laughs at the jokes. She laughs at Fred's jokes. But here, our sentence, she at the joke. So it's been told. So then it has to be in the past tense. So the word is she laughed at the joke. So ed, laughed. So it's difficult. So this one wasn't super, it wasn't, it was a little difficult. I agree, because of, you have to think about the situation, right? You have to give it some thought. So the joke, so that's one. And because she laughed, that means she must have heard it, so it's in the past. And so laughing, that is progressive, that is, you know, present progressive, and so we'd have to have a be verb. She is laughing at the jokes. It's happening now, it started in the past, and it's happening, so you would need the be verb. So to make laughing correct, you would have to say, she is laughing at the joke. Laughs, so you have to make it a repeated action, so then there's no the, you'd have to add jokes. So to make laughs correct, you have to say, she laughs at jokes. She laughs at jokes. Our sentence here, we have to use past tense, laughed. So she laughed at the joke. And laugh, then maybe we have to say, use always. She always, or I laugh. So we have to use, the subject has to be I laugh, you laugh, they laugh. So to make laugh work, you have to say, I laugh at jokes. I laugh at jokes. We laugh at jokes. They laugh at jokes. So anyways, for our situation here, this sentence here, we have to use laughed. So, okay, and hold on, someone's at the door. So someone just walked into my office. Anyways, hold on, I have to.
Excuse me.
Nani? Sorry, they're doing some maintenance outside, and so some man said, don't use your water. So I guess they are, so I'm in my office, there's a door right there, and they are doing some water. They're like doing some with the water, maybe fixing a pipe or changing the meter. I think they're changing the meter. So someone just told me, don't use the water for 5 minutes. He said, I will come back when you can use the water. So anyways, that was, sometimes people walk in here. I don't lock the door, but anyways. Okay, oh, Boris has a question. I couldn't hold back my laughter. I broke loose into fits of laughter. Nice sentence. That's right, Carlos. No water for 5 minutes. So that's okay because I have coffee and I have a cup of water. So the only thing, I can't use the toilet. Okay, thank you. Well, we're done, everybody. Good job. Thank you. Tonight, premiere video in 10 hours. So come back. Let's chat together. Let's make sentences together in our premiere video tonight in 10 hours. Please join my Patreon. That would really help. Of course, join the channel. Get your name in green. Support me so I can support you. If you haven't subscribed, I know everyone in the chat has subscribed, right? You have to be a subscriber to enter the chat. But if you're just watching, please subscribe. You can enter the chat in our live stream classes, and you're helping me grow the channel. So please, please. It's been a tough, for me, it's been tough the last couple of years on YouTube. It's been a tough road in the last 2 years, but I'm still here. I'm doing my best, and so I need your help. So please subscribe. Please join Patreon. Please join the channel. All those would be really helpful to me, so I can keep doing this. I enjoy being here with you, but there's a point where it's not, you know, I have to find other work because this isn't paying the bills anymore. So the more time I could spend on YouTube, the more I can do for you. So anyways, thank you, everybody. Today's Friday, so the weekend is coming up. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you at the premiere in 10 hours. If you can, do it. And if you can't, that's okay. It can't be helped, right? So if you can make it, please come in 10 hours so we can make sentences together. Have a great weekend. I will be back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. And yeah, and then so we're here live on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays 5 p.m., Fridays 10 a.m., and of course premieres at 10 p.m. Okay, so love and peace. Be safe. Be healthy. Smile. When you smile, you are happy. Happiness is very, very important. So thank you, everybody. Let's count. Oh, thank you, Boris. I really appreciate that. Boris says, I recommend your channel to my friends. Everyone do that. Recommend your channel, my channel, your friends. Share my videos. That would be fantastic. Mwah. Okay, let's say goodbye together, shall we? Here we go. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Here we go. Yeah, have a nice day. Have a great weekend. Love and peace. Smile. Stay healthy. Be safe. And come back in 10 hours for the premiere video. Okay, let's count down and say goodbye together. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.